What's going on, guys? How y'all doing today? I hope you're doing good. My name is Rezernator. This is a little bit more of like a rant video. There's not really a purpose. I want to get this off my chest because I feel like this needs to be put out onto the internet so that people can get, like, I don't know, educated, something. I don't know. So I think one of my biggest pet peeves from working in the service industry, now service industry, entitles a lot of things. Whether you work in retail, whether you work in food, whether you're a coal miner, whatever. You're providing a service to people. With that being said, I feel like a lot of times people in the service industry get taken advantage of because the customers feel like they are entitled to the world just because they're the customer. Now, don't get me wrong. As a customer, yes, you are right 100% of the time. If by any chance you are not correct, you still are, and I will do anything in my power to correct that error or problem for you, because that's what you do when you work in the service industry. With that being said, I don't understand why people feel entitled to everything. You are a person just as I'm a person. We're human beings, okay? And now, just because you're the customer and I'm working, that shouldn't necessarily entitle you to treat me like crap. Now, given, yes, there are some people in the service industry that shouldn't be in the service industry because they don't know how to interact with people, they don't know how to handle situations properly, they don't know how to actually be friendly and stuff to certain people, and I'll give you that. With certain people like that, that's not good. You always want to be nice to the customer, you always want to treat the customer with the utmost respect and whatnot, because that's what you do. If you work in the service industry, that is what you do. However, that doesn't give people the right to be entitled. And by entitled, I don't necessarily mean like, thinking that they don't have to pay for things, because that's just nuts. I mean, like, okay, so entitlement, for instance, in the food industry. Entitlement, it could be as easy as the people who, like, let's say eat at a fast food restaurant, but leave their trash on the table. Now, yes, I understand that you're the customer and maybe you don't feel like you should have to pick up your trash because you paid for a service, and in this case it would be food, to be picked up after yourself. But that's not right. You shouldn't feel entitled and feel like you could just do whatever you want because you think that since you're paying for it, you shouldn't have to do anything else. That's not right. Same thing goes, let's say, for the retail industry. Now, I understand maybe you have like 5, 6, 7 different pieces of clothing that you might want to try on in a fitting room or whatnot. That's fine. It's one thing to find certain things that you don't want to try on, and obviously there's certain things that you try and you're just like, alright, I thought I wanted it, maybe not, but it's not for me. In almost every single retail place that I have gone to, there are racks right outside the door where you can put like your garments and stuff that you don't want anymore. Or that you decided that maybe you just weren't going to buy them today, and you put them there so that the employees can go back there, sort through it, fold everything, and then put it back. That's what that's for. Sense of entitlement comes into play when you try on all these things, maybe you don't want any of them, and instead of putting them in the rack where they're supposed to, you just leave them laid out on the floor because you feel like you're entitled to not have to pick up after yourself because that's what they have workers for. That's not right. You should treat people the way that you want to be treated, and you shouldn't feel like you're entitled just because you're a customer. I feel like there's a lot of people in today's society that feel like they're just so entitled to everything when they're not. You're living life just as everybody else is. And there's a certain way to do certain things. You can go about asking questions to see if you can get something. But if not, then there's no reason to throw such a big fit about something just because you feel that because you're paying for a service that you are entitled to pretty much just do whatever and act however you want. That's not how the world works. You treat people as you would like to be treated. You will be provided the service that the company is providing to you. You will receive that special service that everyone is entitled to. And Entitlement in this case is where it's applied to everybody. A specific company or shop or whatever makes it so that every single customer and every single guest is treated the exact same way, treated fairly, provided with the exact same service. Just because you're having a crappy day, or just because you think that you make more money than the next person next to you, you're entitled to do and act however you want. That's not how the world works. Treat others how you want to be treated. Be nice. Don't be a douche. It's that easy, alright? And life will go so much smoother for everybody. And there was no point to this video. I just felt like ranting because lately I've been seeing it in my job and just out in the world that so many people feel entitled to act however they want and, you know, say whatever they think they want to say and do whatever they want to do because they think they can, just because they're them. Don't be an entitled douche. You know, treat everybody nice. Everybody's equal. You're not above anybody else. Sorry to break it to you.